Moving to the next one, conducting a usability study. Okay. So here are the steps to conduct usability study. First is def yeah. First is define goals and methodology. Okay. So basically start by understanding what you want to achieve. Okay. Are you testing new feature on on a or it's like a it's like a another iteration of something which user is already familiar with. Okay. So what you want to achieve at the end, in a way, what you want to understand from user, that goal you have to define. Okay. And of course the methodology, how you're going to do it. Okay. Recruit representative users. Okay. Recruiting is also depends upon your cohorts means, let's say, in usually you will find this word n2 r2. N2 is new to. Okay. N2, it is written as N2, but it's a new to certain process. Let's say R2 is repeat user. Okay. Then there are users like aspiring users. Okay. There are various types of user you want. You might be conducting usability studies for certain things to understand by the demographic of the users. डेमोग्राफी ऑफ द, लेट्स से टायर वन सिटीज के लिए, टायर टू सिटीज के लिए, टायर थ्री सिटीज के लिए, you want to understand from that point of view. So depending on the problem and what you want to achieve as per your goal, you will recruit the users. Okay. Next is prepare test protocol and materials. It's include, you have to create tasks for your users. It's much like asking them to, like, let's say, book a flight. Okay. So that is the task that you would give to your user, and the way they would do, depending on your methodology, you will conduct the usability testing. Okay. Next is facilitate sessions and observe. Simple. During your test, you will just observe your user, how they interact with your product, right? Then conduct pre-test briefing. Now this is thing is, after three, actually it's set up the test environment. Basically, if you have a room, then you'll invite user. If it is online, then you'll share the meeting ID and all of those things. How this meeting is been conducted, this session has been conducted. Same way, you just set up the environment. Conduct pre-test briefing. Pre-test briefing is basically like, you would just make your user more comfortable in the environment. First of all, just tell them you are not going to judge them on anything. It is not, you are not testing them in a way. You have to clear that. It's a usability study, you will always say. If you, I have seen it, whenever we say test, then users become more cautious of their actions in a way. When you say it's a study where I'm just going to study, they basically behave in much more natural way. Okay. So it'll just brief that it is not to judge them, or it is not to think if you are right or wrong or something like that. That you will do. And then you will facilitate the session and then observe. For the debriefing, you will again communicate user how you are going to use this data, why it is important to you, and all of those things, so that they understand. Okay, there, and also tell them, if once you are done, you are going to delete or whatever you are going to do this with data, do anything with that particular data, you just comfort them in a way. Okay. Next is analyze the data and report finding. Of course, you will analyze whatever they are saying, or you'll analyze the data, you'll create a report, and then present the finding and recommendation. You will again uh, give a presentation on that particular data and findings that you have.